You ever notice how when people start getting older, they stop caring about certain things? Not because they don't want to, but because they start believing those things don't matter anymore, especially when it comes to intimate self-care. You know what I'm talking about? The kind of care we give our body, our skin, our hygiene, our hormones, our emotional connection with ourselves and our partners. Somewhere along the line, people start treating it like a luxury, not a necessity. But the truth is, ignoring intimate self-care in old age doesn't just affect your body, it starts affecting your confidence, your energy, your relationships, and even how you see yourself in the mirror. Let's be honest. Aging is inevitable, but how you age, that's a choice. Some people hit their 60s and still glow, still move gracefully, still have that spark in their eyes. And others, by the time they reach that age, feel worn down, tired, disconnected from their own body. It's not luck. It's not genetics. Most of the time, it's habits. And one of the biggest silent destroyers is neglecting intimate self-care. Now, when I say intimate self-care, I'm not just talking about sexual health. I'm talking about everything that keeps your inner system balanced. Your hormones, your muscles down there, your blood flow, your hygiene, and your confidence in your own body. Because when those things get ignored, your body starts sending you signals. And at first, they're small, but if you don't listen, those small signs turn into major problems that can change your quality of life forever. You see, the human body is incredibly smart. It tells you what it needs through tiredness, through changes in skin, through mood swings, through discomfort. But many older adults, especially men and women past 50, brush those signs off as normal aging. That's where the mistake begins. For instance, if your energy feels lower than usual, or you start noticing dryness, irritation, or discomfort, or maybe intimacy feels different than before, you might think, well, I'm just getting older. But the truth is, your body is asking for attention. It's saying, hey, take care of me. Because when you ignore intimate care, you don't just lose comfort, you lose connection, you lose confidence. You start feeling disconnected from your own body, and that's one of the fastest ways to accelerate aging from the inside out. Think about it. How many people do you know who spend thousands on skincare, supplements, even surgeries, but never give a second thought to the most vital parts of their inner health? We protect our faces from wrinkles, but we forget to protect our circulation, our hormones, our sensuality. That's like polishing the outside of a car while ignoring the engine. And here's the thing most people don't realize. Intimate self-care isn't about vanity. It's about vitality. It's about keeping your body functional, your mind sharp, and your confidence strong. When you start neglecting it, the first thing that happens is your hormone balance starts shifting faster. For women, estrogen drops can lead to dryness, bladder, weakness, or discomfort during intimacy. For men, testosterone dips cause fatigue, muscle loss, low drive, and even prostate issues. And the sad part, most people accept these things as normal instead of seeing them as warning signs that something deeper needs care. That mindset, this is just aging. It becomes a slow poison. It stops people from seeking help, from exercising properly, from eating right, from keeping their blood flowing to the most vital parts of the body. Let's talk about blood flow for a second. You know how every other health problem somehow connects to circulation. The same goes for intimate health. Reduced circulation means less oxygen, less nutrients, and slower cell repair. Over time, it's not just about intimacy. It affects bladder control, pelvic strength, even posture. And you'd be surprised how many seniors struggle silently with these issues because they never took preventive steps when they could. Now, I know this topic makes some people uncomfortable. It's not exactly dinner, table conversation, but avoiding it doesn't protect you. It only hurts you. Because intimacy, whether it's physical or emotional, doesn't have an expiration date. The body's need for touch connection and care never disappears. It just changes form. When you take care of your intimate health, when you exercise your pelvic muscles, hydrate properly, keep your hygiene consistent, and maintain a healthy relationship with your body, you start aging differently. Your skin glows differently, your confidence rises differently, and your relationships, especially long-term ones, start feeling alive again. There's a light that comes from self-care, and you can see it in people who still take pride in their body, no matter their age. They move differently, they laugh more, they stay curious, vibrant, and connected. They don't shy away from aging, they evolve with it. But when you ignore it, the opposite happens. The body starts tightening up. The mind starts feeling dull. And slowly, you start believing the lie that it's too late. You stop dressing up, stop caring, stop exploring what makes you feel good. You stop being present in your own body, and that's not aging, that's surrender. You see, the human body thrives on attention. When you give it care, it rewards you. When you neglect it, it reminds you. Through discomfort, disease, and disconnection. It's not punishment, it's communication. Let's paint a real picture. Imagine a 65-year-old man who's been ignoring his health for years. No exercise, poor diet, minimal hydration, never thinks about prostate health. Slowly he starts noticing changes. Tiredness, weak bladder, low confidence. He feels disconnected, but doesn't talk about it. Over time, his relationships start feeling distant because his self-image has changed. He thinks it's just getting old. But what really happened is that he stopped maintaining the foundation of his well-being, intimate self-care. Now imagine another 65-year-old man. He stays active, does regular pelvic floor exercises, eats foods that support testosterone, keeps his hygiene routine consistent, drinks enough water, and communicates openly with his partner. That man doesn't just live longer, he lives better. His body responds with strength, his confidence stays alive, and his relationships feel real and warm. The difference between those two men isn't money or luck. It's attention. It's care. The same goes for women. A woman who prioritizes hydration, hormone health, gentle movement like yoga or pilates, and regular medical checkups often glows well into her 70s. Her posture stays upright, her mood balanced, and her body still feels alive. But when intimate self-care is ignored, she starts facing dryness, discomfort, emotional withdrawal, and sometimes even depression because her connection to her own body fades away. It's all connected. Your intimate health affects your mental health, which affects your physical health, which circles back again. That's why people who treat self-care as part of daily life, not as an occasional treat, age with more peace, strength, and grace. One of the most powerful things you can do is stay aware of what your body is telling you. When something feels different, whether it's energy, mood, comfort, or connection, don't ignore it. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Self-awareness is your biggest shield against premature aging. So how do you actually care for your intimate health in old age? You start simple. You hydrate, because every cell in your body, including your skin and organs, depends on water. You move daily, not to burn calories, but to keep your blood flowing. You practice mindfulness and reduce stress because stress destroys hormones faster than almost anything else. You eat foods that support circulation like berries, nuts, fish, leafy greens. You communicate with your partner because emotional intimacy strengthens physical intimacy, and you keep regular checkups because prevention will always be easier than cure. And don't forget your mindset. The way you think about aging determines how you experience it. If you believe aging means decline, your body will follow that script. But if you see it as evolution, another stage of power, wisdom, and deeper self-connection, then your body will respond with energy and openness. Every stage of life has its beauty. But to experience it, you have to show up for yourself. You have to say, I deserve to feel good in my body, because you do. Self-care is not selfish, it's self-respect. And intimate self-care is the most personal, powerful form of that respect. When people neglect it, they start aging in silence. Their posture folds, their confidence fades, and their inner spark dims. But when they start giving attention again, that spark returns. It's never too late to bring it back. You can reignite your vitality at 50, 60, 70. Whenever you decide to start caring again, I've seen people completely transform their health by simply becoming consistent. A 70-year-old woman who started walking every morning, drinking more water, using natural moisturizers, and practicing meditation said she felt younger than she had in decades. Why? Because she started listening to her body again. She stopped ignoring herself. And that's the core message I want you to remember. Ignoring intimate self, care in old age isn't just about physical decline. It's about emotional disconnect. It's about losing your bond with the very body that's carried you through life. But when you choose to care, you choose connection. You choose presence. You choose life. Your body doesn't need perfection. It needs attention. You don't have to spend hours or money. You just have to commit. Do your stretches. Eat consciously. Stay clean. Stay curious. Stay grateful. Aging doesn't have to mean losing your spark. It can mean deepening it. Because when you ignore your intimate self, care, here's what really happens. You start shrinking emotionally and physically. Your confidence takes a hit. Your relationships lose warmth. Your mood changes. And little by little, you start feeling invisible, not to others, but to yourself. But when you take that care back, when you look in the mirror and decide to nurture your body again, that's when you start aging beautifully. That's when you start living again. So if you're watching this right now and you've been ignoring your body, stop waiting for the perfect time. There's no such thing. The perfect time is now. No matter your age, no matter your condition, start where you are. Take that first small step toward yourself. Drink that glass of water. Take that short walk. Schedule that checkup. Have that open conversation. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. And you'll rediscover parts of yourself you thought were gone forever. Because aging isn't the end of your story. It's just a new chapter. But it's up to you whether that chapter is filled with decline or discovery. You can choose to fade, or you can choose to flourish. And it all begins with one simple act, taking care of yourself intimately and completely. Remember this, your body is not something you used to have. It's something you still own, still live in, still deserve to feel proud of. Treat it like it's valuable, because it is. When you honor your body, you honor your life. So take care of yourself like you mean it. Because the moment you start doing that, aging stops being something that happens to you and starts being something that happens for you.